It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. A good pick up there, 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he goes down the mouth getting this inside the 25. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
40-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
The snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all season, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
That's right, left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
The 29-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 51 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
2-yard.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
They run. This is Lewis. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 30-yard line.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Buying time to his left. Up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready. Next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Scantling. A gain of 12. 1st down, Packers.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up
the last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And Cook has it left side. Inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Well, he will score. Touchdown. Touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. This will make it into the end zone. He will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now it's Rodgers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 40-yard line.
This is Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 27, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now on second and 13. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Third down.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
38-yard line.
Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up a throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
6 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Flushed out right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown. Down, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
He is good. Makes the score Packers 23, Vikings 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 43-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.